The views and opinions expressed by the guest author or speaker during this live session are their own and do not necessarily reflect the views of Reader's Magnet. The content shared is for informational purposes only and does not constitute endorsement or promotion of any particular belief, ideology, or product.
Hello, authors, book lovers, and storytellers. Welcome to another exciting session of Reader's Magnet's featured author interview. I'm Brittany, and today I have the fabulous privilege of speaking with Lady Million Marviette, the author of the inspiring book, The Journey Within. Thank you so much for joining us today, Lady Million. It's a pleasure to have you here. I'm so excited to be the one doing this interview with you. Doing the your interview. Yes.
Yes, thank you so much. I'm so excited to be here. Thank you so much, Readers Magnet. Thank you so much, Miss Brittany, for being here and for this amazing opportunity. I am forever grateful.
Yes. So, Lady Million, before we dive right into your incredible book, could you tell the audience, the viewers right now, a little bit more about yourself?
Sure, absolutely. So my name is, as you know, Marviette A. Usher, and I have adopted the name of Lady Million because I used to be an information technology consultant for over 21 years. And after retiring from that sector of my life, I was then called the IT consultant for women because I work with women that have dealt with prior life happening situations, or they are corporate professional women, or they are women leaders in ministry, and they are stuck in their lives. They may be still dealing with trauma, need to get past some things, but I work with them, walk alongside them to help them birth the purpose and the calling for which they exist in the world. And so I've adopted the name of Lady Million because going from the IT consultant from women, I am now the woman that has accepted the call and the mandate to transform the lives of 1 million women as my
Wow.
imprint on the world. Yes.
That's
That's where that comes
amazing.
from. That's where that comes from. It's a huge calling. I have accepted the mantle for that. And so each one of us change one, we'll be able to hit the million. So we'll be able to hit the million.
Yeah,
So that's
wow.
Lady Million Marviette.
All right. Wow. Just wow. That's amazing. That's the first time I've heard about it, which is why I'm very happy to be talking to you right now. Wow. So that's where the Lady Million nickname or pen
Yes.
name is
Yes.
from.
Yes.
All
That is
right. So
exactly where it's from.
without further ado, let's talk about your book, Lady Million, The Journey Within, because you have many other books, right? So
Mhm.
we're here to talk about the book, The Journey Within. The
Yes.
title itself promises a deep exploration. So can you describe the main themes or messages that readers can expect when they get a copy of your book?
Sure. So before we dive into the book, I want to talk about all of the title of the book. So it's called The Journey
Mhm.
Within, okay? But in the fine print, you'll see it says how to build within while you're on the mountaintop. So when you're thrown in a pit, because all of us will have some sort of pit in our lives before we leave this earth, when you are thrown in a pit, you will not snap, but you will shine and shine bright like a diamond. Okay. And so the diamond, I use that because a diamond is what happens when pressure meets purpose. Okay. When your pressure is pushing on you, it meets your purpose. And then the woman that you've already built within on the mountaintop, that is what shines and comes out. Okay. And so when you talk about what are some of the main themes of the book or the message of the book, first of all, my book is a warning. Okay. And it's a blueprint. So it's not just a story that you're reading, but it's a warning that
Ah,
the mountaintop, you cannot be lazy on the mountaintop. Okay. A lot of people get on the
absolutely.
mountaintop and they feel like, oh my God, I've arrived. I'm doing good. This is that. But you cannot be lazy on the mountaintop. Okay. And in your inner life because everything is looking fine. All right. So in the book, I'm warning you of that, but then I'm giving you the blueprint on how to build within. Okay. While you are up. So you won't break when life throws you in the pit. And so the
Yeah.
themes are identity. Okay. Another theme is you surrendering your emotional health, your spiritual
Mhm.
endurance, as well as the discipline for inner alignment with God. So those are the themes in the book. Okay. When you ask me about the message is that it's the truth is that most people avoid. This is what most people avoid the pit, because the pit does not create you, but your pit is going to reveal you. Okay. So I like to say when you go through a life happening storm or whatever I like to call them, your it's going to expose or reveal what spirit you've been nurturing. So if you've been nurturing the flesh man, the earthly things, carnality, and not building your faith and your spiritual man and your soul and taking care of the health of your soul, then when you get thrown in the pit, either peace and serenity is going to come out and calm that you trust in God, or chaos. Okay. One of the two is going to be revealed.
Yes.
Okay. So if you build within while you're on the mountaintop, you have no care in the world. Doors are opening. I say this in the book over and over. Doors are opening. Ways are being made. You're having divine connections. So many things are happening for you in your life, and you get put in a pit. If you build while you were on the mountaintop with ease and calm, then when you get in the pit, you will not snap. Okay. But you will come out even more refined, steady, and shining bright like a diamond.
Yes. So basically, did I get this right? It's the core message is do not take things for granted,
Correct.
because there's so many blessings that the world, that even God, especially God,
Uh-huh.
gives us. So we have to take care of it, right?
Yes. Yes. Take care of it and continue to treat your relationship with God as a refuge. God is a refuge.
Yes.
He's not a solution. He's not a problem fixer. But being able to build an intimate relationship with God at all times, so that when you go through a pit, you understand this is not the end of my story.
Definitely.
Okay. But
I
he's
agree.
refining something.
All right. So, Lady Million, your background and experiences clearly shape the way you wrote your books. So, how have your personal experiences or background influenced the stories you create, such as in this book specifically, The
Yeah.
Journey Within?
So in this book specifically, I tell people anything that I teach, anything that comes out of my mouth, it is not from theory. Okay.
Hmm.
It is from lived experience, Brittany. Lived
Wow. Yeah.
experience. My life taught me that success does not protect you.
Yes.
You can wear the finest of clothes, be the
Hmm.
most absolute gorgeous woman there is, as the guys like to say, body like a Coke bottle. I mean, you can just have all things going for you, right? Successful on paper, but none of
Yeah.
that protects you from your pit. Not our titles,
Yes.
not our money, nor being strong. It doesn't protect us. And so I've learned that strength without inner work is just survival with a
Yes.
polished face, with a polished face. Okay. So you may look strong, but you're just surviving with a polished face. So I wrote The Journey Within from a place of knowing what it means to look strong publicly while doing the real private work with God. Okay. So doing the work that you need to. So it's one thing to step out on stage and you look like you have it all together, right? But when you're alone and you're not on stage, are you literally sitting in your truth and doing your private work, doing your work with God? Because nobody says that while you're in your pit, you have to vomit your pit all over people. You don't have to bleed all over people,
Yes.
right? But you, as long as you are privately dealing with what it is that you have to deal with and what it is that you're sitting in, then you're good. So this private work includes your prayer time, right? Are you in silence? Are you in solitude? And then in the moments where you have to tell the truth about what's going on inside of you, for a woman, we can carry a lot
Yes. Definitely.
because we are nurturers, right? And
Yes.
society tells women to just be strong and get over it, right? But at the end of the day, are you privately sitting in those truths, facing those truths, and dealing with what you need to deal with? And so I like to say my book is not a motivational fluff. I'm not
Yeah.
here to make you feel good. I'm not here to stroke your ego, but I'm teaching you how to build inner resilience while life is
Mhm.
calm. So once again, when you get hit, you will not crumble. So my background experience is I'm teaching from what I've walked.
Wow. I love that, Lady Million. The fact that you emphasize it, that you have to take care of yourself, not for others. You have to take care of yourself, again, as it says, for yourself. You have to do the inner works, the
Right.
good, the bad. You have to face it, all of it, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. That's all of it.
Got it. Got it. Right. So, Lady Million, the story in your book seems to have a strong sense of purpose. Is your book advocating for a specific cause or agenda? And if so, what is it? And why is it so essential for you as the writer?
Yes, absolutely. Miss Brittany, I don't do anything without having a specific cause. Nothing.
All right.
Okay. It has to have a cause. I don't connect to anything if it does not tie in and intertwine in with my purpose, where I'm going. What I know for sure is I am so crystal clear on my calling, my purpose, what I'm walking through, the reason I exist. And so the agenda is building a whole woman, not a
Wow.
polished woman, okay,
A whole
but
woman.
a whole woman,
A whole
right?
woman.
Whole
Yes.
woman, yes, in every area of your life, spiritually, personally, professionally, physically, and financially, all areas of your life, you have to be whole, all right? And so I'm advocating for inner alignment with God because that's where it's going to start. We cannot do this in our own strength and we cannot do it in our own might, but we have to come back to the person, to the God who created us, right? And
Yes.
so you want to do this alignment on the mountaintop and not emergency spirituality in a pit. Okay. Sometimes we don't even have the wherewithal, the strength, the fortitude, the courage, right? To be able
Yes.
to work through something when you're already in a pit. That's not the time to all of a sudden want to know who God is. You know, you hear people say, I know somebody said there was a God upstairs. Somebody, I used to hear my grandmother say, you know, and they want to think to God when it's almost too late. Okay. We know with God, it's never too late, but living a surrendered life, experiencing an intimate relationship with Him is what I am advocating for. So, too many women wait until they're bleeding to start doing their personal inner work. Okay. Then they call it faith while ignoring the fractures. Okay.
Yeah.
So, I'm advocating, and the book is calling for women to do your inner work early.
Yes.
Inner work
I love
must
that.
be done early. All right. And so it's essential to me because I've watched women snap. Simple.
Snap, like in what way? Can you?
Lose their
eh,
mind, have a nervous breakdown,
Yeah.
give
Okay.
up
All
on
right.
their goals and dreams because life happened to them and they didn't know how to handle it.
Yeah.
Fall into simple. A lot of people do this. Fall
Yeah.
into negative, inappropriate coping mechanisms. One of the top
Yes.
things that's destroying this world and our human society is these coping mechanisms. What people try to drink their problems away, right? They're gonna
Yes,
just
there's so many. Yeah.
yeah. People try to take drugs, right? Then you have people committing suicide, right?
Hmm.
You have people in mental institutions because they had a nervous breakdown. So all of these things is considered a snap.
Yes.
To not
All right.
hold it together, you ended up snapping because you're doing something you might not have normally done, but you're doing it under pressure. And nobody knows their breaking point until when? Until it's the
It
breaking.
reaches that point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
until you reach that point. But if we're taught to build within and have discipline and have a spiritual walk before we get hit with pressure. When the pressure comes, then here's what you know to go back to what you've already been doing because your life and your principles, your discipline defaults to that.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? It defaults
Yes.
to that. If you've already been
Yeah.
praying, when you get hit with something, you're going to default to prayer. If you've always been doing drugs, when you get hit to something, you're going to look for the next hit,
Yeah.
right? The next alcohol is so that's the essentials of what I'm building. So plain and simple, pressure is inevitable. We're all going to face some type of pressure. All right.
Yes.
But what I'm saying is pressure is inevitable, but snapping is optional.
Yes. If I got it right, Lady Million, it's all about our habits
Yes.
and how we choose to take care of ourselves, love ourselves by
Mhm.
choosing the healthy coping mechanisms and how we deal with it on what
Yes.
life throws at us, right?
Correct. 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 And the only way you can get in tune with healthy coping mechanisms is through God.
Mhm.
That's the only way you're going to get the
Yeah.
healthy ones. That's the only way you get the healthy ones.
Yeah. So, Lady Million, there are many books in the same genre as The Journey Within. So, what do you feel differentiates this book from the rest of them? What sets this book apart?
So the journey within teaches you how to prepare while life is good. Most books that are out there, they're always talking about how to survive something, how to
Yeah.
survive the pit, how to
Mhm.
survive depression, how to survive uh, thoughts of suicide, how to survive. And I like to back it up and say, what do you do so that you don't even get there?
Ah, right, right.
Okay. What do I need to be doing in my life? What do I need to be teaching? What do I need to be having around me, building within me that I don't even get that way, that I don't even take that route? So the journey within teaches you preparation ahead of time instead of how to survive.
Right. It's more of like this common quote, prevention is better than cure.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I need to start saying that, Brittany. I need to start saying that.
Yeah. Yeah,
Prevention is better
prevention is
than
better than cure. So
yes.
that's the core of the journey within.
Mhm.
Also, your book certainly connects with readers on a deeper level as you've mentioned, Lady Million, it involves inner work, working on ourselves. So can you give us a sneak peek of do you have any other upcoming projects or any other ideas you're currently working on? What's
Yes,
next?
ma'am, honey. We always have something working. So the journey within is the message. Okay. But the movement is my method that I'm going to be using. And so what is next is the movement, and it's called the 1 million, 1 mission movement. So it's 1 million women, 1 mission movement. And so in that movement, we're talking about calling women back to God, back to
Mhm.
alignment, and back to wholeness. Okay. And so with that movement, we're launching it April the 11th in Houston, Texas. And we will go from city to city sharing this movement with women and helping women to understand that if you are tired of your life going in a certain trajectory and you're ready to make a change, here's a movement that you can connect with. Whether you are in ministry already, know nothing about God, or whether you are a corporate professional, you are a high
Mhm.
tech, top performing CEO, a woman leader, top performing, high achieving, high capacity woman, whatever the woman may be, whatever her life may look like, I am giving women the permission to dig deep, get solid in your faith, and live
Yes.
the life for which you was created to live. Okay? Because we were all put on this earth for a purpose. We're not just here just to be here. We're not just here to
Yes.
be here. And so we
There's
all
a
have a
purpose.
purpose. There is a purpose. And so
Yes.
outside of the movement or within the movement, the women will come in. There's a method and there's techniques and things that I am teaching and sharing from my lived experience. And one of the things that is a great result of the movement is that you create legacy. So I am sharing and walking alongside women to teach them how to take whatever they've gone through in their life and create legacy. And so when I say create legacy, that is birthing a book, a podcast, a channel,
Yes.
a business, birthing something out of it that will then become your legacy and outlive you.
Yes. Everything that we women set our minds to, right?
Yes.
So for the viewers out there, you've heard Lady Million. It's on April 11th at where was it again?
It's going to be in Houston,
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 Texas, right?
Texas.
Right.
Mhm,
All right.
mhm.
So, Lady Million, it's been amazing to learn about this book, the journey within. Your insights into writing and the messages you've shared with us today are truly inspiring. And for the viewers out there, I hope you took everything to heart. So before we finish up, where can our listeners, viewers find a copy of The Journey Within?
So it's on my website,
Mhm.
www.marvietteausher.com, and it's just a simple spelling of my name. Don't forget the A in the middle. Or you
Yes.
can also go to Amazon and type in my name, and the book is there as well.
All right. So thank you so much for joining us today, Lady Million. Again, everybody, you can grab a copy of The Journey Within, as Lady Million has mentioned, on Amazon or on her website. So uh, please get a copy and be inspired. So that's a wrap for today's featured author interview. Thank you so much for tuning in, everybody. Thank you so much, Lady Million, for sharing with us your brilliant written work. And as always, as we say it here in Reader's Magnet, we share your story
With
with the world.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, everybody.